So welcome back. If you've been here before, you know what we do already. If not, my name is Craig and this is Papa's Custom Cars, where we try to show you how to do it yourself and save. So as I said, many of you who know what we do here, we kind of try to do the repairs ourselves, try to save a little bit of money. I had a comment last week about someone who said, "Oh yeah, mechanics, you're bad mouthing mechanics." No, I'm not. I have a mechanic that I actually pay for some of the work that I need done. Prime example is we had a warped head uh, on our Yukon. It's a daily driver, so we can't afford to have it down. And I do things on the weekend to have a job during the week and on Saturdays. So I don't have time to take our daily driver, pull the heads off of it, and do all the work to it. I use a mechanic. When I run into an issue that I can't solve, I use a mechanic. If I've got something over here that needs to be done and I'm working on something over here, I use a mechanic. Mechanics charge more, as he said, because they've got a shop to pay for, they've got employees to pay for, they've got taxes, insurance, state disposal fees, and pretty much everything else you can have with a shop. The difference between the shops is going to be whether it's a mechanic shop, a local guy that's got, one or two guys that work for him, or, even three or four, and then the dealership shop. Um, Generally, when you go to a dealership, you're going to pay way more than you would at a regular shop. Now, don't get me wrong, there are shops out there that charge like a dealership. So you've got to do your research before you take your car to the shop. I found a guy here local, comes to my home. He's a mobile mechanic, doesn't drive an old van, with some hand tools. This guy's got a full on van, a very expensive van and very expensive equipment. And he does the work fast and he does the work well. And that's why I use him. He costs a little bit more than the regular guy that I can get off of Marketplace. But I can tell you that when he does his work, when he's finished, I had him do some oil leaks in that same Yukon. He cleaned them up. He cleaned up the wiring harness, did a bunch of extra work that wasn't part of the deal. So again, because of that, I like him. Um, does he cost a little bit more than the guy on Marketplace? Yes, but I know his work is good. And so I use him. I use him for, like I had a diagnostic I needed to do. I was out of town. He went in, did the diagnostic for me, told me exactly what was wrong, and boom, it's done. So yes, I do pay a mechanic where it's needed. What I will not do anymore is take a car to a dealership. The Bolt EV and all you guys who own these Chevys need to be really, really careful here. Chevrolet, in all of their wisdom, put a main connector for your console. So you guys with Corvettes, you guys with that center console that's got all your buttons and everything there, and a cup holder. Well, underneath that cup holder is a very, very complex connector. It connects the dashboard harness to the rest of the car. There was a drink in the cup holder that spilled. It spilled and leaked down between the console, and there's a little gap where the side panel mounts on into that connector. It was red cream soda. And it shorted out that connector, or it didn't short it out, but it definitely caused issues in the electrical system. So again, I took this to the mechanic, and it being an EV, I could only use an EV guy, and it appears that there's only one in every dealership in town. And so you wait and you wait. I get a call from him saying that, something red was on my wiring harness. And I'm like, oh, what wiring harness? And da 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 da. Needless to say, again, I'm out of town. So I said, stop the work. I want to see what you're talking about before you go any further. I showed up, and the connector with probably 40 pins in it that connects the dashboard and the interior of the dashboard through a connector into the rest of the harness had red cream soda in it. I didn't know it was red cream soda at the time. We couldn't figure out what it was. We had no clue. But to realize that this connector is under the cup holder means that every time you spill something in your GM car and that connector's down there below, it's dripping stuff onto that connector because there's no seal for the console. There's no seal in those panels. Those panels are made to pull off so you can service underneath. And guess what? When you spill something, your cup holder's about that big and your drink's usually about that big. And when it spills, it goes down that side, goes into that connector, drips right into it. General Motors, in all their wisdom, didn't put anything to protect that connector. I mean, nothing. Its pins are right there at the top of the connector that go to the connector underneath. They connect together. Things drip into those connections, and boom, you got a problem. He wanted me to spend $5,000 or $6,000. Now, mind you, this is a brand new car with less than 10,000 miles on it. He wanted me to spend thousands of dollars to have a whole new harness put in because of the drip there. And again, we all know this is all pretty much low voltage stuff. So I'm like, no, clean them. Pull the pins and clean them. So he pulled the pins and cleaned them, and I haven't had any trouble with it since. I have since gone in there and I've wrapped it and secured it so that if anything ever drips in there again, I don't have to worry about it shorting out like it did before. So everybody with a GM car, this could be an issue for you. That repair cost me over $3,000. Red cream soda and a poorly located connector. $3,000. So all you guys out there with GM products, Chevrolet, General Motors, anything in that line, if you have that center console that comes down and you have buttons on it, I'd be afraid of you Corvette guys because I know you got a bunch. If you spill, you will have a problem. So definitely get in there, pull that little panel off, wrap it with electrical tape, whatever you have to do to protect that connector, you need to do it. It would be a lot easier to unpeel electrical tape than it is to have something drip in there. So that's my tip of the day, along with rebutting to the gentleman who is probably a mechanic at either a dealership or a shop. Yes, there is a time to use them. There's also a time where you can try to figure out what it is and how to fix it and save yourself money. And that's what I'm all about. Yes, I use a mechanic. Yes, I do it myself. If I can figure out how to do it, that's great. The video he was talking about, I went through every system in the car, and me being new to the modern cars, didn't know that a valve cover leak could cause an engine code. To me, that's kind of ridiculous. It used to just cause an oil leak, but now I guess because they're all sealed, it causes an issue. I couldn't find it. And now I know in the future how to fix it, or how to at least look for it. I'll know what it's all about. But again, this channel is about helping not only mainly the beginner mechanics, and those of you who have trouble codes and need to figure out what's going on. So that's kind of the gist of everything. And again, I want to thank my sponsor for today, Renegade. Renegade makes these pro pads for aluminum, stainless, chrome, and these things are cool. Get yourself, I would suggest, if you're using both aluminum and stainless and chrome and everything, to get you a 2-pack. They also make a bunch of other products that just by using these 2 products, I'm like, holy cow, these are cool. These are more of a high-end product for the detailer, but if you got your own cars in the shop and you're working with aluminum and chrome and cleaning it, this stuff is great. You should have seen how quick. I mean, it pulled the rust off that bumper that fast. I mean, it was just like unbelievable. Do read your directions. There are specific directions on how to use it. And again, like I said, use your rubber gloves or something to keep this stuff off your hands, because it is very, very good, meaning that it'll get on your hands and you'll have to spend a little bit of time washing it off. But if you're going to be cleaning a heavy aluminum part or something of that nature, you definitely want to wear your gloves, keep yourself from getting all covered and stuff. So with that, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Got more coming down the pipe for you. everybody, again, it's July 4th today. You probably won't see this video for a week or so, but definitely one of those things you need to do is if you have to go to a mechanic, go to a mechanic. I don't have an issue with it. I just have an issue with some of the prices at dealerships for something. For example, the gasket that I was talking about cost me $380 for an $8 part. So while I understand the costs for a mechanic shop, $350 is a bit excessive, but again, that was dealership. I'm sure that if I'd have gone somewhere else, it would have been a lot cheaper, but the car was under warranty, so I had to do what I had to do, and evidently that wasn't covered. So again, like, share, subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video.